us another bang?
Yeah.
I'll check mine. It's just my fucking nightmare. Yo. Yeah, perfect. Alright.
Scary moment.
Oh, dude, it is, because, like, Nick would just tell me, but, Nick's gone.
Fair enough.
Anyway, look, man, the Skrub interview was pretty epic for us, I got to admit.
Yeah?
It's probably the biggest numbers we've ever done.
I had fun. I was very stoned, though. Very stoned.
Well, you were, but you were young and filled with youthful energy.
If I'm correct, I turned up with 1 can of 4X
come on.
Gold.
I wasn't going to expose you, but, yeah, well...
What? No,
it's not exposed. Well, I don't know. I just think when somebody says they're going to bring beers to somebody's house and they turn up with a single can of gold, like, smuggled in their jumper, I was like, well, thank God you're not feeding a family for 4.
Yeah,
but,
straight up.
I had some VB toys.
All I needed was 1 can.
No, you didn't even drink it. You left it at my house. I drank it weeks later.
Did it really?
Yeah, I drank it a couple of days later.
Oh, yeah, I gave you a VB Tally,
yeah,
and I fucking spilled it too.
The tall neck. I mean, yeah, we did a pretty extensive run through your past. We went through a whole bunch, Mussy shit, growing up, the like for the like days, the scooter days.
Yeah, oh yeah, did you ever do like for like?
Nah, but I did like for
Oi, mate, I know you did, because I had to go through them all, and you got a few likes.
Did you never do like for like? Oh, you're a bit older.
I was too old, bro.
Golly, did you do like for like?
I don't think I did.
Oh, you were all bitches. Dude, like for like was the shit.
No, it was.
Yeah.
It was a shit. And
well, you'd see what?
So nice and cool.
Did you MySpace, Scrub?
I like that one time you talked to me. Did I do MySpace? No, I was in late in MySpace, so
yeah.
No, I was on it, but like just when it was dying, you know what I mean? So I came in maybe 2009ish, 10ish.
Yeah.
And then like
How
Facebook
old were you
was
in
just
2009?
Oh, don't ask me that. No idea.
It was 8 years ago.
2018, I'm 19 now, so.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I'm bad at maths. What's that? Are you good at maths?
Oh my god, you were 10 years old. That's
Was I?
In 2009?
Yeah. You were going to call your album 1999, bro.
Oh, that's right. He actually pulled that story where it's like, yeah, Nerv told me to change it.
Nah, Mesk.
Mess told you to change it. That was some cool.
I didn't tell you, but I should have.
Yeah. It got done. The job got done.
No, I told you to do
You're like, it's okay.
I said you should change that.
You're like, you could probably think of a better one, and I was like, nah.
Gus was just more upfront.
Forward, yeah. He was like, "You shit, it's a bad idea."
Yeah, straight up.
It hurt your feelings enough to change it.
Yeah, Gus was like that. It's good.
Yeah, I remember when he was over, and I was like, "Yeah, what do you think of this music?" He goes, "Nah, sucks, man. Don't rate it." And I was like, "Fuck you, cunt! I just made you dinner like 10 minutes ago. Lie to me a little bit."
You should. I'm not gonna go into it, bro.
No.
All right, good. And so like that was last November, so it's a little bit's happened. You've been doing well. You've been keeping well.
Yeah, I've been alright.
Yeah, you've
been a bit busy.
You have been busy.
Doing
and
shows and whatnot.
some good things, some bad things.
Yeah, getting ready for this battle.
Because that was before your album even dropped.
It was. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So it's been that long.
I just want to say, a huge thanks, to everyone who allowed us to, the No Spin podcast to get our first clip on an intro to an album, brother.
Yeah.
I was listening to it today.
Yeah, no, because that was funny. I had to do that.
Scrub, man. He was born to do what he's doing.
Well, I mean, to be
he
honest,
was a little bit too showy.
Us kind of saying the stereotypical things people would say about Scrub.
Yeah.
We didn't say you look like shady or anything like that though. We just said that you were really enthusiastic and that you would keep going until the place kicked you out, which I think did happen. And yeah, but that meant a lot to us. So I appreciate that, and that's my favorite track. That's my favorite track on the album.
Yeah.
So
the album went pretty well. It was alright.
Fucking oath, man. And the
rounds.
And the because you released like the clip with Body Bag, the title track, the long story short one.
Yeah, we filmed that like just around Brisbane and stuff.
Yeah, and
I had like no like clips or whatever. Golly was like over UK and stuff.
Yeah,
and I was like, I didn't know what to do. And then Body Bag was in the hotel, and he's like, dude, you need a fucking clip.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, all right, let's go through some songs or whatever. So we went through some songs. I was like, yeah, let's do long story short. Good man,
fucking oath. Yeah.
And then the show that like they're up for, we just filmed a bit there the next night, and then that was it.
And the and Just Listen as well, super underrated track. Do you reckon Just Listen's underrated? You don't even know.
Oh,
is that what?
Love Me at My Funeral.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I thought it's called Just Listen.
When I say a lot of people got confused, they thought that was the name of the track, but that was me just being like, just listen, like no explanation. Yeah.
Fuck, bro, how am I supposed to know that?
How whack is that? Like I could have worded it so much better.
Dude, it's actually such a dope track too.
Yeah, but it was called Love Me at My Funeral.
Like real shit track, right? Like
yeah, yeah.
It's like
well, like a lot of shit happened like around that like time.
Like,
Like,
really knock those headphones on here that you can hear us. I'm so
yeah, a lot of
anxious
shit
about
like
this,
happened
man.
around that time. Like uncle like committing suicide or whatever,
Really?
and like you know like a lot of shit like that.
Yeah, I heard that line.
And
That
just
was
like,
particularly
just
very
like-
heavy shit, man.
Just general, just like you know like downs in life and stuff. So yeah, I thought I'd release that track. Plus, I hadn't really like released so much deep stuff, I guess. So I thought it was a good time
fuck,
for it.
man. And then yeah, right. I just hadn't even heard that one until I was going through it today. Because it was is it on the album?
Nah, it's not on the album.
Yeah, I
it
didn't
was,
think so.
It was
But it's
released after the album.
Yeah, just after the album. So I
Yeah.
thought it was like the second single or something like that.
No.
And then, and like obviously, I mean, and we've got like all of including the impresario of No One Network in the room as well. But you did the cipher, the sort of like the No One Network
cipher,
drop and all
yeah.
that. That was fucking sick. That would've
Shouts
been a
to
cool-
Golly on that. And
Shouts out to
Angus
Golly,
McKenny,
brother.
Ashley,
Exactly.
Straight
Paul
up.
Hampton's face just peers out a little bit and drops back in. I don't even
No,
know.
straight up.
Yeah.
No, that was crazy, yeah.
Dude, that was really high production, cool shit.
Yeah.
Shouts out to everyone involved, and even mega shouts out to Count
Have
B.
you?
It's coming around next Wednesday.
It was crazy.
Good
yeah.
to see him. That's my boy, brother.
Oi,
Dude, he's
Golly.
sick, man.
yeah. Wait, what was it? King on?
No, it's no, you can go.
Oh, yeah. Oi, can you help me out here?
Are you gonna smoke a cone live on camera? You can do it.
Oh, do you want me to do it?
No,
on
do
camera?
it. Do it. That's
on
fine.
camera. Oh, okay.
That's fine. No, do it. You can do it.
Oh, well, I can sit
Oh yeah, you sit down. Yeah, you have a chat. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Well, mate, he fucking slaughtered the No
Next
One
time
Network. You slaughtered that shit. You
Cheers,
son and cunts on that, and you knew it too, eh? Oh,
Mate,
come
they're
on,
my
bro.
boys,
Come on,
bro.
bro.
Yes.
Come on.
I did my thing.
He knows it. He knows
Everyone
it.
was just doing
Dude, that's
their thing,
tight
bro.
verse. Come on.
No, I was pretty happy with that because,
Count B came through though. Shouts out.
man, he comes in on some different shit.
He
bro.
does, brother.
You need to tell him next time you see him,
I'm cooking
From
kangaroo
me-
steaks for him on Wednesday.
when you see him next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Can you ask him where the fuck he's been?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
How you been going, Nav?
Been going.
You going well?
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, I've
Been going hard. You've all been going hard. Well,
Yeah,
some of us been going.
yeah.
I could have been going harder. I guess. Sorry, Golly.
You know, no, I've been going pretty hard.
You released the album, bro.
Yeah, man.
Since then, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I wear the sober shirt in the Talent Guy interview. Check it out on Tuesday.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. You know what I wanted to say at the start?
Novin Scrub
Yeah.
tag team.
Was I think if this upholstery set had a colorway, it would be very rare.
It is very rare.
I can't
This is some.
explain.
old-
Elaborate.
Very rare steak
This is
with nice marbling.
This cost me Yeah, this is very rare. This is a rare. I know what you mean. Like we're talking medium rare, rarer than medium rare, blue almost.
Jesus.
Very rare, bro.
Blue. I don't even talk colors these days. I talk shades of steak.
Yeah.
I'm like, oi, that
Shades of steak.
shit was
50
well done.
shades of steak.
That shit was well done. Mate, if I cut into a steak and I see this, if I'm cutting it slice in, oh,
Dude, you got burgundy everything. Yo, this motherfucker knows what's up.
choice, brother.
Burgundy up in here.
I got royal burgundy.
Burgundy. No, you can't handle this.
Oh, give a brother a drink. Come on. How many free beats is he giving you, bro? Can't you give a boy a
So many free beats, eh?
Give him a fucking
Fist
can
bump
of-
that shit. What's
Oi,
up? Yeah. Yeah, that's
My brother.
my bro. I'll be honest, lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
What have you
written
been
that
up to then?
I've just been like, well, I've been preparing for
Oh,
this
for
battle.
the battle. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, against Arrows down in Melbourne for the on the KOGZ versus Dundee card.
Yeah, so is it a reunion of they've had a battle ages ago or something like
No,
that?
no,
is
no.
it?
So KOGZ hasn't battled before, and from what I've heard, a while ago he put up a status saying like, oh yeah, like I'll battle anyone type of thing. Like, oh, I'm thinking about battling something like this.
Yeah.
And then Dundee was like, okay, let's battle. And then, you know, Dundee's like been in it for a long time. He's the
Shouts out
best in the
Dundee.
country at the moment with battling. And yeah, those two just had a thing. And it was just a reunion because you got like people like Menazil. He's coming back. He's a fucking dope battler. He's been
Yeah.
around. You got people like H. Murray and stuff, Asthmatic and that. And it's just like everyone's coming together. And yeah, just like reunion type thing. Greeley's hosting it and stuff. So, and yeah, also on the like fact of KOGZ having his first battle, and you know he's
Yeah.
more known for his music and stuff. I think Greeley in a way has got a few people who
On
don't
their
really
fur.
battle.
Yeah. That's
do
a
that
good.
stuff.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah,
that
because
makes
like
sense.
this is my first battle, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
known for my music, but people say that I have that battle rap style,
Yeah.
which I guess that's why really asked me to
Are you?
be a part of it.
Have you sort of had any like practice battles? You've been.
Yeah, like me and Nerv have like battled a
Yeah?
few times. I don't know if he really
Because
wants
he's
to
a
talk
veteran, bro.
I don't know if he really wants to
A
talk about
veteran?
it.
What?
He's had one battle.
Oh, that's vet, bro. It was ages ago. It was ages ago.
I'm only a vet because I put him down.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
shit!
bro.
God shit!
Nah, that's it though.
That's it. That's it.
Wrecked
Do
him.
that.
And yeah. So like, you say you're a bit nervous.
A little bit, yeah.
Because I thought myself, like, could I put some bars together to try and have a go at Skrub, like, to practice? Like, could I write
the
some...
next section about
No, I'm not going to do it. Nah, I'm not going to do it. I thought about it, and then I was like, man, there's a lot of stuff. Are you gonna go there? Step up. Yeah. I went through your Facebook for years, kind of know you.
Nah, I don't know. Like, I am pretty nervous stuff, but like,
What do you think he's going to go for? If you were going to go, like, I think you should.
I mean,
you got to
obviously,
go
like,
the 8
straight
mark.
up. Obviously,
You don't need to mention your weaknesses, bro. You
Could
have
come
a
out
battle.
after the rap,
What would
bro.
you possibly
Could easily
come
come out after the battle. I don't work that quick.
well, like,
I could come out before the battle.
well, straight up,
Some
like,
clips will.
well, this is what I know, just because of the fact of, because, you know, we post our, like, little shit talk on social
Yeah.
media and stuff. He posted up a thing, and the hashtag was, with a real Slim Shady, please stand up. So I know
Oh,
he's
there's
going to
gonna be some
obviously attack
M&Ms
someone
on
about
there.
that.
Bro, that's gonna be so funny, man.
I hope he sings, like,
Oh,
standing
say if I'm an
I hope he
M&M,
just, like,
then you're a
stops and
birdie
breaks down,
beetle.
goes, my tea's gone cold,
Birdie
I'm wondering
Beetle
why.
references.
The problem with that is it's gonna be so easy for you to rebut anything.
I guess, yeah.
It's like
We'll see what happens anyway.
Are you
I'm
gonna
keen.
call him?
He's really dope. Arrows is dope.
So he'll call you he'll call you M&M. You have to come up with some sort of like chocolate or confectionery item to call him. Oh, if I'm an M&M, you're just a bounty.
Nah, that's whack.
No, because bounty hunter.
No.
Oh, bro. No, I need to hear this constructive feedback from legendary battle rapper Nerv.
I know.
Gotta
We'll just
get
see
it.
what happens on the day, though. We'll see what happens on the
No,
day.
you don't want to see what happens on the day, guys. You want to be ready, bro.
Oh, no, I'm ready. I am ready.
Scrubs,
I just mean, like, what he's going to
Oh,
say.
you got to stay away from the substances before the battle, though, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to tell Scrub what to do. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
what's
that's
up?
what
What's
I
up?
tell
What's up?
him.
What's up?
Yeah.
And also,
In between
I've
shifts
never
at the
met
mechanic
Arrow.
shop, he comes
I've
in.
never met Arrow, and I got nothing against Arrow, but I reckon Scrub is gonna clean up.
But he is a dope battler.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouts out to
Yeah.
Hero.
I've
Straight
always
up.
wanted Scrub to battle, just because of his vibe, man.
He has told me to battle a lot. And also,
a pit
I've
dog.
ruined Nerve in a couple of freestyle battles.
No doubt, no doubt.
Okay, once. At Jackie's party.
I would say
Oh, is it the bars where you guys are sitting at the decks and you both?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that night, wow.
I just remember that one bar, bro. That was I just stopped after. That.
Yeah. Well, it was
You were like, you're spitting
no, I was
bars,
like, I'm ripping the track when I'm spitting these facts. I was gonna hit on you because you look like a chick from the back.
Oh, that's gnarly.
like, I
you
grabbed
made
his
that
chest.
up on the go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I grabbed the mic and I said it, and then like Nervous went nah, and he shut off the music.
My hair wasn't even that long at that
That's
point.
harsh,
pretty long.
bro.
I was just like, man, that's just too like. I'm not even like. I didn't even feel like I lost. I was just like, I'm happy I heard that was dope.
Yeah, that's a sick bar.
I don't know. I was just
But no, just fucked off, bro.
yeah.
And then never battle him again 1-0 for the rest of your life, bro.
Nah, he's battled me. He's got me. He can battle Nerve. Have you seen his battle?
I don't really like, man.
If anyone hasn't seen Nerve battle, check it out. We're actually watching it the other day in the studio, and
Yeah.
we're like, fuck, like he goes
Yeah,
good.
he goes in, bro.
Nah, they're-
And it's a young Nerve too, so it's like, you know,
Yeah.
2016, right? So,
Man, I don't even know.
Your dack's covered in shat.
We living on spitting trash and bringing skillful back. You sitting trapped with your dax filled with shat.
Your dack's covered in shat.
I think I did that, and then I watched it, and I was like, that felt cool, but it doesn't look as.
People
cool.
laughed, man.
I know people laughed on the day, bro, but I think that the way that those were filmed.
It was sick, man. You murked him.
murked him.
Murked him. I used to have a nut the size of a cricket ball.
Tell him the nut story.
Have you heard the nut story?
Oi, only in that really, really long post you wrote that was like, you know, actually kind of beautiful, but
Dude,
pretty,
let's
pretty
get
tough
fucking
shit,
right
pretty
into.
heavy.
Let's get to the brass taxes. So
All right, let's get into some stories then.
taxes.
All right, story
you
time.
heard that one, bitch?
Hang on, allow me.
Even gonna start on that,
Just Scrub story time, and that's when the chimes are going to go across, and I have some like little like toys in the corner and shit.
Dude, how's this Scrub story time?
They're great.
No, alright, so like back in
What'd you say? Oh yeah.
back in school
Sorry, girls. Sorry,
back in
Golly.
school when I'd like get full like bullied and shit.
Just want
with
to say that all I've heard is this is a testicle story. We're at school.
straight up. So back in school and stuff, like you know, like when I get bullied, people like sack whack me and shit like this, and like you know
They've all
that guy
been
that
there.
I was talking about with the whole
Yeah.
story of the army of people. He'll do it heaps, like just fucking sack whack me, kick me, whatever.
Just like a whip, or we talking like
Oh, full
close?
on.
Oh, fucking oath.
Yeah, like proper bully shit. Anyways, so like once I was at this chick's house, and I was like just chilling, and I was like, I had my hand down my pants for a second, and I was like, what the fuck? And I felt my right nut was like pretty big, and I was like, okay. So I like went home and I was chilling, and I looked at it, and I was like, yeah, it's a little bit big, but like maybe it's just normal. I like googled it and shit, and it was like, oh yeah, you know, whatever. And I was like, all right. So like maybe 40.
You Googled it.
Googled it, yeah, yeah.
And Google was like, oh yeah, whatever.
It was just like, oh, it's sometimes normal if it's a little bit bigger. I was like, sweet. So like for them, maybe like a year or two later, or whatever. I just remember like
A
looking
year
at-
or two later.
Yeah, right.
Lord, I just want to say to all the kids out there, if your size of your testicle changes,
check it
particularly if it's one, go to a doctor.
So like 40 years or two later, I wasn't like focused on it. You know what I mean? Like whatever. But I remember looking at it and I was like, fuck, it's a lot bigger. And then like I was like, okay. And then like
It's just a nutsack, bro.
yeah, straight up. I was like, fuck, it's a lot bigger. And then I
Watching
was
the
like,
kids grow, bro.
but still, it was a lot bigger, but still, I was like, oh, okay. And then at school, like, I'd be at school, right? This was like maybe year 7, 8. I went to school for like maybe a week or two, some shit, I don't know. But at school, I'd be like there in the desk, and like there would be my friends there or whatever, and I'd like get out my nut at school, and I'd show them and shit like that. And I'm like, yo, look at this. And
Wait,
people would be
check
like, yeah, people were like, what the fuck?
Check
And
out
the
this
people would
emu
freak
egg,
out. They're
bro.
like, why you got a big nut? I'm like, I don't know, like fucking whatever. And they're freaking out, and
We
I'm
would
just
not have been friends in school.
straight up. But like, so like a couple of months, it kept getting bigger and bigger, and I was like, okay. And like it got to the
Go to
point.
the fucking doctor.
It got to the point where it was size of fucking like.
Where did your mum not?
Where is your mum?
Hold up, this is where,
Responsible.
dude. It's a good story. This is where it gets into it, man.
Hide your big nut from your mum.
Straight. Oi, hold up, ready?
Peanut gang.
Oi, this is where it gets like. So a friend come over and we were session like in my backyard, and I was sitting there and I was like, hey man, like. Without sounding gay or whatever, you know,
You
like,
look at my nuts,
or with
bro.
like weird. Can I show you my nut just to see if it's normal? He's like, yeah. So like I showed him right now, and he's like, dude, that is not fucking normal. He's like, that's fucked up. And I was like, oh shit. He's like, what do I do? And he's like, dude, I'm telling your fucking mum right now. I was like, don't. And he started running like down to my backyard. He was like legging it, and then he was like, I'm telling your mum. So I had to leg it after him, and I grabbed him. I was like, don't. I was like, all right, I'll tell my mum tomorrow. So I told my mum, and I was like, I don't want to show you, but like this is what's going on. And then she was like, oh, okay, we'll go to the doctors. So I went to the doctors, and I was like, yeah, so I got the situation. Well, he's like, okay, can you show me?
Male doctor?
Yeah? Huh?
Male doctor?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I was like, oh, yeah, can you show me, like, your situation? And then I just pulled my pants down and showed him, and he's like, oh, God, like, this is not good.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's not.
The doctor should not be going to God when he sees a testicle. You know what? I'm going to take a little prayer to God right now.
Yeah. Oi, but he's straight up. And he was,
This motherfucker
and
got a
he's like,
big
why
one.
didn't you come to us sooner? And he's like, how long have you had this? I was like, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, nearly 2. And he's like, why didn't you come to us? And I was like, I just thought it was normal. I Googled
Trey,
it.
wait,
and-
let my nuts hang, bro.
yeah, I was like, I Googled it, said it was normal. He's like, this is not normal.
Was it?
Don't Google would not have said it was normal.
Wait, what's
You
the-
would have been, like,
Was it
concerned.
torch?
No, because
You
I
didn't
looked
have-
up Google. I was
No,
like,
you
is
didn't
it
have
normal
testicular
if your
torsion.
right testicle is a little bit larger than your left? And
Oh, but when you say a little bit, like, can we get some hands? Like, what are we talking?
all right, so
Is this
this
when
it was about like here.
you
so,
had
like-
a singular nut that big.
Yeah, right now. So, anyways, so he writes me a thing.
Like, yeah, maybe
He goes straight up. I need to go to specialists and shit. And
Maybe
I go,
it's normal.
and they
Maybe the
find
other
out
one will
it's,
grow.
it's like something called a hydrocele from injury. That was from getting like sat whack and all that shit. So then, like, yeah, I went to the hospital. I got surgery and stuff. They had to like cut it open. I still got the scar and shit. It's crazy. I had to cut it open, drain all the like. It was all fluid
You got a
around it.
scar on your nutsack.
Yeah, it's
Gang,
like all the
gang.
way down. It's crazy. But like, so then, yeah, they had to drain all the fluid out. I remember being in the hospital and I was like doing like 360s in the wheelchair, like the next day running around, and the stitches like
Oh,
busted
no,
open.
come on, bro.
Wait, and it's funny. I was like, oh, I need to go to the toilet. I went to the toilet and I felt something dripping. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not. And then I've looked down and blood was just gushing like everywhere, and I was like, "Oh, this ain't good." So I just went out to my parents. I was like, "Hey, yeah, my balls are bleeding," and then they were like, "What the fuck?" So I went back up and had to get a re-stitch and shit. It was crazy.
The final, I just because I did get a text before from a listener before, and he wanted to know if you could tell us about the time you got locked in the cupboard and you had to punch the mirror to get out, and all the shards of glass went in your eyes.
Dude, what was that? I was like 6, 8.
We get some very specific questions here to our 1-800 number.
I was like 6, I think, and then I've like, alright, so we had a caravan for ages, and it was like always up the back, and I'd go like hang out up in the caravan and stuff, and then there was like a little tiny cupboard in there, and I've like, I don't know why, but I've gone to the cupboard and I've shut the door, and there was like a little locked door. It's like a little, like there's a button, you go and you like open it, and it's locked. And I'm in the cupboard and I'm freaking out. I'm fucking locked in there. And like my yard was like half an acre long or whatever. So like I was way up the back and I was like, fuck. And I'm locked in there. And there was only a mirror. That was it. And for some reason, I was like, if I punch this mirror, it's gonna like there's gonna be another side and I can just open it. Like I can just like go through or whatever. So I was like, alright. So I'll just punch the mirror. And then like it's just shattered everywhere and then nothing's happened. And I'm just in there, like I'm
locked in the cupboard with shards of glass and shit.
Well, I didn't know it went in my eye. This is the thing. I'm sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm still locked in there, and I'm fucking kicking it and shit. I'm like, this is bullshit. And I've like got open, and then like I've like got out whatever, and I've opened up the caravan. As I walked out, I've like looked down. As I've looked at my hands, I've just seen blood like sort of coming down on my like from my headway, and I was like, what the fuck? And I've ran outside and I've looked in the mirror, and there's literally like glass in my eye, like and then like in like sort of the socket or whatever, and then blood's just coming down on my eye everywhere.
You've definitely put your loved ones through a lot of pain.
And I've walked into the lounge room and my dad was chilling, and I was like, yo, like there's fucking glass in my eye, and dad looked at me, he's like, fuck, and then it was like there's blood everywhere. Like it looked like the
last week it's your testicles and
my face almost looked like the prom scene in Carrie. You ever watch Carrie? Yeah, it was like that. So like like went to the bathroom, and then my mum's come and seen what was going on, and they're like, what the fuck? My dad's got tweezers, and I'm sitting up on the kitchen sink, and my dad's like ripping this fucking glass out of my eye while my mum's like looking at it, and there's like a toilet next to the sink there, and my mum's like on her knees like throwing up in this toilet, just like she's like keep looking back up and down like throwing up. My dad's like ripping all these like bits of glass out of my eyes and shit like that.
Fuck,
it was all sweet, but yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Skrub story time, man. Never disappoints.
Not bad, eh?
Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, we haven't got fucking, you know. I mean, I was just going to ask if you, like, I know that the Get Bodied festival in Brisbane was like, it was massively blown out of proportion, like the riot side of things. Because, I mean, that's what the media does. Everybody knows that. Like, what was your experience? Like, were you just super fucked up? Like, did you remember much of it, or?
No, I was pretty fucked up, eh? But no,
I want to get your opinion on this. It'd be interesting.
Yeah. Well, like, all right. So, I remember I've gone out at one point, and there was like a little bit of like chaos going on or whatever, but like not that much. But security was telling us like go back inside, and like whatever. We've gone backstage, and then like I've just heard. Because I actually know, I went up to Nerve on stage, because me and Nerve were going to perform lunch bars on the set. I went up to Nerve on stage, I was like, yo, are we performing lunch bars in a second? And he's like, nah, it's been fucking like shut like down or whatever, or like it's cut short. And I was like, what? So I had to start asking questions. And then I had no idea. They're like, yeah, apparently there was a riot outside. But from what I've heard, apparently it was just, well, not apparently, but I know it was just one silly guy, you know what I mean, got kicked out. He was like, causing a ruckus inside, got kicked out, fair enough. He spat on a security guard, he started some shit like that. Police got involved, and then, you know, people being drunk, maybe on drugs or whatever, influencing it, but just people banded together and try to attack a police and shit like that.
I mean, not surprising that they're going to paint it the way that they paint it, of course. Whole bunch
but,
of
like, definitely,
kids.
like, inside, like, it was such a good vibe.
Yeah, seriously, man. Like
that's what I mean. Nobody inside knew what the fuck happened. Like, did you know riot was going down?
Yeah, bro. I was on the street selling merch out of a fucking supermarket.
Oh yeah. Wait, props to
So
No
you've
One there
seen
with
it,
dope video, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like at the start.
Not the start. But
fuck.
Gee.
I had no idea, honestly. At the end of the night, I walked out and I was like, why is there so many cops? And someone,
I was diverting
Two
kids
dudes
from
had a
it.
fight. That was it. It was like two dudes.
yeah, it was literally just silly shit. Like inside, it was such a good vibe. Everyone was perfect.
It was mainly just people yelling ACAB, FTP, chicks with their phones out at like in the cocktail.
What's ACAB?
You know what?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Legit, just silly shit.
All colours are beautiful.
Is ACAB a thing, hey? I didn't even know that.
I mean, like,
Kids
it's
yell
like,
it out. ACAB.
the way like, I've,
Really?
Yeah.
All cops are bastards.
yeah.
That's such not even that bad of an insult.
Yeah, but it is when it's an institution. It's
Yeah. Oh, yeah, ACAB.
Look,
yeah.
look,
Fuck the cops.
I've explained to a lot of people, it's kind of cool in a way. Because of the whole hip hop culture, it's like, yo, like that was rowdy
Every
shit,
black
you know what I
person
mean?
is.
Like, yo, that's crazy. But also, too, it's not really a good look. I mean, like, I don't know, like, will we be allowed back at the Triffid type of shit,
course.
you know what I mean?
No, we will.
Yeah,
well, I know
definitely
we will,
will.
but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just that's what it look like. Oh,
Well,
the
what it
riots, that's the
is,
crowd they bring or
It's
whatever.
the first touch of you. Well,
'Cause
not
we've
you
never
guys,
had that.
But it's a PR. It's you get an aspect
Yeah.
of the media trying to present something
Oh,
for
man,
their
what
own
did you-
agenda, but it being sort of productive and counterproductive
Yeah.
for you guys because one, it's a riot. Kids think that's dope, but also
Publicity stuff, like my housemate, like
Yeah.
the band he's in, like they've been banned from Disneyland, like shit like that, like over
Really?
in Florida and stuff.
Good for PR, bad for business.
Straight
yeah,
up.
yeah, no.
But-
I mean, good for PR experience. The fact that they
I'll let Dunn
presented it as a
explain this.
riot, the fact they presented it as a riot was classic media, but also just a lie.
Yeah, well, you know how the news is.
Yeah, of course. I try and sensationalize stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Invite you guys over, try and get some goss. That's all I want.
No, but no, it was dope. Like, you ever seen that?
That show, that many
ever
kids.
seen that shit?
No, fuck, it was all new to me, bro. it was
Exactly,
the most
bro.
wild night. Like I just knew how much it meant to everyone. It was such a cool, like,
There's a lot of artists around that are like popping on the internet.
yeah, you can't
but
do
they're
that.
not.
Yeah,
They can't do that, bro.
you can't do
They
that. No,
can't do that.
definitely. The
I've never.
well, I think that an eclectic podcast. I can't help but be proud that
Can I look at this run sheet?
No.
we got through it all. Look, man,
What? We're already done.
Wait till we're finished.
you sort of, you can. Just get
I
through
mean, you
it.
can if you want.
There's
bro.
only one page.
What, are we done?
Yeah, we're pretty much done. Well, see, the thing is, I'm going to edit it all and, just make it a real flow. Is there anything you'd like to talk about, Nerve? Anything on your mind? Anything as a scene as a whole? See, the problem is, like, you'd be quite a mind to pick about it, but you're too close. So you can't.
What's
I don't
this?
like talking.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's this, man?
I don't like talking too much.
Yeah, I think that's a good way. I think
What's the question?
it's real smart.
I don't know.
Just asking him, like, if he has any controversial opinions he wants to throw up. I've already said fuck West Enders. Skrub said fuck Aero. And he also said,
Yeah, but he's getting paid to say that, bro.
yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
it is real beef, bro. Don't.
Oh, it's
don't
got to
talk
be the
fans.
realest beef, bro.
Oh, you said how you haven't asked how's Mussy? Mussy's good.
I asked you in the car.
Scrub's real juice in it.
He's a
trying to
cute
get
guy,
every
man.
little thing out of
No,
it.
the thing was,
Trying to get every little
no, the
piece
real
of
problem is
information
no,
out of
because
it.
I've let him down. I've let him down because he's like, he sent me a message like, have you got any questions for me? And I was like, well, like, I mean, I went pretty deep last time. Like, I don't know if I can follow it up that easily. So I couldn't. So I just had to go through all new stuff. And, that's why I appreciate the stories.
Podcast. You got any questions for me, bro?
Me?
Yeah. Oh, wait, Scrub, you want to sit down? Fucking
Nah.
talk. No, fucking sit down.
Oh, I was having a nerve. So nerve.
Scrub.
How's it been?
Not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rapping been well.
Rapping pretty well.
Yeah,
Yeah, always.
yeah, nice. How's the album?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, it was good when it dropped. It's
What's your
still
favorite
good.
song off the album? Be honest. Lunch bars. It's lunch bars, isn't it? It's lunch bars, isn't it?
Yo, Liam, this guy sucks at this, man.
Hey yo, no, don't answer my fucking question. What is it? Lunch bars? Come on.
He's just trying to get himself chuffed off this shit. Yeah, lunch bars is alright.
I feel like that was a personal attack just then.
A personal attack.
Mhm. Okay, so back into what was your favorite song off the album?
I don't know, man. I don't like ranking music.
Okay, cool. So do you reckon it's the best album you'll ever make ever? Or do you reckon the second album's gonna beat it?
Who knows, man? There could be.
Are you
people-
working on a second album? That's that real question. Are you working on a second album? EP.
I make music.
Give us the juice, man. The fans want to know.
I'm just making music, man.
Okay, true. Have you ever smoked crack?
Nah.
Not a big fan of crack? Cool. What other questions we got? What's your favorite brand of clothing? Any RVE?
Not telling.
Okay, fair enough. Any
Cheap.
Any other plans in the future besides tracks? You got any shows soon? When's your next show?
Got a show on the 4th of August.
4th of August.
Schema Festival.
Oh, right. That's East Bowls Brisbane Club, right?
East Bowls Brisbane Club. What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? All right. How about that? How do you feel? Have you watched Chaz's reactions?
Yeah, man, I love that kid.
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Like, which ones did you watch?
All
He's
the
a
ones-
sick cunt, eh?
all the
I love
ones that I'm
Chazza.
in.
Did you watch the Did you watch the one where he reviewed NO.ONE Network Cypher?
No.
Recently, yeah.
Maybe. How recent?
Like a couple days ago. He loved your verse.
Nah.
He kind of liked mine. Said Kresnik was trash.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you? I want to watch that shit now.
He said Kresnik was trash, yeah. Shout outs to Chazza.
Yeah, Chazza knows what's up.
Straight out. Oi, dude, we can do a podcast. Do you reckon we should do a podcast? This feels kind of natural. I don't
Nah, I
know.
reckon
How do
Liam's-
you feel about
I
it?
reckon Liam's way better at it, bro.
Huh?
I reckon Liam's way better.
Oh, he's
at
so much better. But imagine if we just had a podcast where we just chat like this, like a bit.
I really like the vibe between you guys, to be honest.
That's not bad, eh? It's just chill, comfortable.
it. Nah, it feels like shameless self-promotion.
Nah, we could just talk shit, you know what I mean? Oi, here's the good thing. Oi, hold on, oi, it's controversial, right? And you guys could jump in on this, whatever. Oi, wiping technique. No.
I forgot to say before. I thought the Scumbag,
Scumbag.
great song. Actually, a really good song.
Shout out Golly on that clip.
Track.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that, eh?
Yeah, I forgot.
No.
That's a real banger.
Alright, oi, wiping technique.
He's awful.
Do you go from the back or from the front? You know what I mean? Like, so you go from the front, you lift the balls. What? So, oi, you lift the balls right, and then you come from this way? Or do you stand up and go from the back? What's the wiping technique? It's a controversial fucking subject. No, seriously. Shout outs, No Spin
No, you don't just
Podcast.
shout me out. Just say like this is episode 24.
This is episode 24 of the No Spin Podcast. I'm your new host, Skrub. We've got our homie Nerve here. Shout outs Liam, shout outs NO.ONE Network, shout outs Arrows for being a little bitch. We're doing that. Peace.
Fuck arrows.
Yep.
Alright, thanks, boys. Perfect.
The only job I worked, I got fired like the same day.
I know, Scrub. You're a terrible example. Don't live like Scrub, kids. You can't do it. You're not as strong as he is. You can't do whips on the.
I've never done whips. Never.
No, you can't do whips.
Fuck that shit.
No, not whip. It's whips on the scooter, bro.
Oh, whip. Oh, let's not talk about that.
No more scooter talk.
No more scooters, yeah.